Hello, hope you're doing well today. Hey, today we are going over it's chapter 9 and it's sport and physical activity psychology. So our objectives with this chapter are really that you be able to describe the benefits, the psychological benefits of participation in physical activities and comprehend the different theories of behavior and their potential application of physical activity. You should also be able to discuss the roles of anxiety and arousal in the performance of motor skills and the application of intervention strategies to enhance performance. And that you understand motivation, goal setting, self-talk, imagery, and how they can be effectively used in physical education, exercise, and sport, as well as in life. And articulate the importance of addressing the mental health of athletes. Here we go. So have you ever wondered what goes on in the mind of an athlete? Or why some people thrive in competition while others struggle with performance anxiety? According to Veely, sport and exercise psychology is the systematic scholarly study of the behavior, feelings, and thoughts of people engaged in sport, exercise, and physical activity. In other words, this field isn't just about physical training, it's about understanding why we do what we do, when we move, compete, and push our limits. The Association for Applied Sport Psychology expands on this by focusing on the psychological and mental aspects of participating in sport and exercise. Their mission is to explore how psychological processes like motivation, confidence, anxiety, and focus influence performance, and how, in turn, sport participation can shape those same mental processes. The International Society of Sport Psychology describes this as a dynamic field that benefits people of all ages, from children playing for fun to elite athletes training for international competition. So whether it's about personal enjoyment or peak performance, sports psychology has the tools to enhance the experience of physical activity for everyone. So next time you're watching a game, hit the gym, or coaching a team, remember, sports psychology is at work, and behind every move there's a mindset. Some of the questions that are addressed with sports psychology is the personality profile of the outstanding athlete different from that of an average athlete or non-athlete? And how does participation in an exercise program influence one's body image or one's feelings of self-efficacy and control? And what are the psychological benefits derived from participation in physical activity? And also, how can an athlete deal most effectively with competition? Other questions that it addresses are, what are the factors that influence an individual's adherence to their exercise or rehabilitation program? And does participation in sport empower athletes with disabilities? How does an individual's self-confidence affect their performance? And how can self-confidence be developed most effectively and then used to maximize performance? So all of these questions and more are addressed with sports psychology. When we think of exercise, we often focus on physical outcomes: stronger muscles, better endurance, or weight loss, performance. But what if the most powerful benefits are actually psychological? Physical activity does so much more than improve physical fitness. It transforms the mind. Here are some of the most powerful psychological benefits supported by research. Exercise enhances overall well-being, helping individuals live not just longer but better, from better sleep to improved energy and daily functioning. Regular movement supports a high-quality life. American College of Sports Medicine says exercise is medicine, and so you can take that psychologically, physically, whatever it is, and apply it. It also enhances mood. So even a short workout can release those feel-good chemicals like endorphins and serotonin that lead to a brighter mood and reduced emotional distress. It helps alleviate symptoms of mild depression. Exercise has been shown to be an effective tool for managing mild depression. It provides structure, distraction from the negative thoughts, and a sense of accomplishment. It also helps to reduce state and trait anxiety. Whether you're temporarily stressed, which is state anxiety, or generally prone to worry, which is a trait anxiety, exercise can help calm the nervous system and promote relaxation. It also serves as a buffer against stress. It helps the body and mind become more resilient. It acts as a natural stress relief tool and builds a buffer against future stressors. It enhances our self-efficacy and self-confidence and self-esteem. With every small achievement, whether it's running a mile or lifting a new weight, individuals gain belief in their ability to succeed. This builds confidence, a positive self-image, and personal empowerment. Other psychological benefits of physical activity are affiliation with others. Physical activity fosters social interaction, teamwork, and shared experiences. This sense of community can reduce feelings of isolation and build friendships and support emotional well-being, which is especially important for youth, older adults, and marginalized groups. It offers opportunities to refresh and re-energize. Engaging in movement helps clear our mind and relieve mental fatigue and restore energy. It can act as a healthy break from academic work or emotional stress, leading to improved mood and cognitive function. And it provides a sense of achievement. Meeting those fitness goals or mastering a new skill enhances self-efficacy and self-esteem. So those successes, both big and small, reinforce our sense of progress and personal competence. And it's a nonverbal expression of emotion. So it allows for emotional release when words fall short. Activities like running, dancing, or playing sports can help express anger, joy, frustration, or excitement in a healthy, constructive way. And it provides a creative and aesthetic expression as well. So certain forms of physical activity, such as dance and yoga, figure skating, or martial arts, allow for creative freedom and artistry. This enhances our emotional expression, our identity exploration, and our psychological satisfaction as well. So why do some people push through the pain to finish a race while others drop out halfway? What keeps an athlete training day after day, even without a trophy? The answer lies in one powerful word: motivation. It's the driving force behind success. Motivation is a critical factor in learning, performance, and participation. It influences when we start an activity, which is the initiation, how long we stick with it, the maintenance, and how much effort we put into it, which is intensity. Whether you're a beginner in a fitness class or an elite athlete training for gold, your motivation shapes your outcome. There are different types of motivation. You have intrinsic motivation and extrinsic. Now, intrinsic motivation is the kind of motivation that comes from within. You train because you enjoy the process. You play because it makes you feel alive, and you push harder because you want to see what you're capable of. People with high intrinsic motivation are often more consistent, resilient, and self-driven. Extrinsic motivation is motivation that comes from external rewards, like winning medals and receiving praise, earning scholarships or pay. And while extrinsic rewards can be effective in the short term, long-term engagement is stronger when individuals also find internal satisfaction in the activity. So understanding what motivates someone can help coaches, teachers, and fitness professionals design better training programs, boost participation, and encourage long-term commitment, and support those positive experiences in sport and exercise. So motivation is the spark that lights the fire, but whether it burns out or keeps going depends on whether the fuel comes from within. When we understand motivation, we unlock the full potential. And while motivation fuels that performance and participation, the absence of motivation, known as amotivation, can present real challenges, especially in physical education settings. So what is amotivation? It is the lack of interest or desire to engage in a specific behavior. And it's not just low motivation, it's a complete absence of it. For students or athletes who are amotivated, physical activity doesn't feel enjoyable, meaningful, or worthwhile. A-motivated students are often marginally involved, meaning they are going through the motions without enthusiasm or effort. I have quite a few students who are doing their practicums this summer, and they're coaching tennis and basketball, and they talk about parents just dropping their kids off at camp, and the kids are just there. They're not really interested in the sport, they're just there. So they're, again, marginally involved. They may be lacking confidence. They perceive themselves as not having the physical ability to succeed. So you have to be able to give them opportunities for success and to do well. They may be disconnected, where they feel socially isolated or left out by their peers. And so really important that they are making connections, and you're helping to support them with that. So these factors can lead to a cycle of avoidance, a negative self-image, and lifelong engagement from physical activity. So in helping an A-motivated student, we want to promote perceived competence. So we want to help students believe in their ability to succeed by setting achievable goals and providing positive, specific feedback on how they can improve. We want to break down complex tasks into manageable steps and celebrate their progress and effort, and not just the outcomes. We also need to address needs for autonomy, so offering them choices and activities, assignments, or roles to give students a sense of control. We want to encourage decision making and allow for student voice and goal setting. This also helps them to grow. And avoid overly controlling language. Instead, use supportive and inviting communication. And we want to encourage relatedness. So fostering a welcome, inclusive environment where students feel respected and connected to peers and instructors. Use group activities, peer mentoring, and team-based tasks to build social bonds and show genuine interest in each student's well-being, their background, and their interests. These strategies are grounded in the self-determination theory, which emphasizes the motivation flourishes when the needs for competence, autonomy, and relatedness are met. Despite our best intentions, adherence to supervised exercise programs is alarmingly low. About 50% of adults who start an exercise program drop out within the first few months. And only 30% of individuals who begin an exercise program are still active 3 years later. So the question is, why do so many people quit? And more importantly, what can we do to keep them going? In summary, physical activity is one of the most effective ways to enhance our mental health, boost mood, and improve quality of life. But without motivation, especially in the case of A-motivation, people may struggle to begin or maintain an active lifestyle. Understanding both the benefits and the barriers can help us support others and design better fitness programs and create more inclusive, motivating environments for everyone. And that is all that I have for you today. We will continuing our conversation in chapter 9. It'll be part 2. We'll be talking more about the theories behind behavior change, and I look forward to talking with you again. Have a great day.